Hey guys, it's Karen from Confetti and Curves, and I'm back again this week with a little tutorial. Basically, a few of you in my last videos had mentioned about my eye makeup and had left some lovely compliments and comments and things like that there. So I thought this week I would do a little tutorial on what exactly I do. So just to sort of jump right in, because there's obviously going to be a wee bit not there to go through, but I've already put on my foundation and lipstick, prepped my eyebrows and all the rest of it, and my blusher, so I'm pretty much all good to go apart from, as you can see, the eyes. They're looking a wee bit sort of bare and undressed. So for this look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. And this is probably one of my favourite palettes. It's probably one of my most used palettes, simply because I love the colours in it. This is it, albeit upside down, but just some of the tones are just beautiful. Those sort of rose blushy kind of colours. They're really soft and really lovely, and I just think they work any time of year. So I'm just going to go ahead here and get started. Like I say, I have primed my eyes with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. Now this here came with the palette, and so far it's now what, July, and I have used 3 of these here, and I got this at Christmas, so it lasts forever, and you literally just need the tiniest wee drop in the back of your hand, just using a little brush, or else you can use your finger as well too, but I just found like a wee brush, sort of something like that there, just to kind of smooth out the concealer, or sorry, the primer just works really well. So today I am wearing Sin, which is quite a sort of shimmery type primer. But yeah, so we'll just go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is take a Real Techniques brush, and I'm going to go in with the colour Nooner, that's it there. And basically what I just do with Nooner, sorry, I'm going to have to sort of look down at my mirror here, is just sort of pat that into the crease. I don't know if you can see that okay, but I'm just sort of going ahead and patting that into the crease. And I do the same on the other side. Let's go ahead and pat that into the crease. There we go. And using a Real Techniques 3 angle brush, all I'm going to do now is basically just buff that out. Just really sort of blend that out. And I just use like sort of like just back and forth motions. And again, because these eyeshadows are so pigmented and they're just so easy to work with, so they blend really well. So again, I just keep blending that there until it's really smoothed out. I think the key to this look is just all about sort of blending. It's a really quick and simple look, but obviously, you know, the better you have it blended, the more natural it's going to look. So that's pretty much it, sort of, you know, blend it out for the time being. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sort of take the brush that actually comes with the palette, because I like this. This is the wee flat sided. There's a fluffy side and a flat side, and I'm just going to go ahead with the flat side. And I'm going to pack on a colour called Dust, which is that one there. So it's a very sort of shimmery pink colour. Now you really do have to, this one is a wee bit sort of harder to work with, so you really have to kind of pack it onto the brush. And like I say, all you do is just pack that onto your lid. And again, I'm going to do the same on the other side. I'm just packing that on. And I will go back over it as well too. I'm just sort of smoothing that out now. It's a really, really nice light baby pink sort of shimmer. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get, this is actually a little Barry M brush. I really, really love this brush. And using the colour Factory, which is this one here, I'm just going to put a little tiny bit on the brush, just on the end of it, blow it, and just put that right in at the crease there. Just the corner of the crease. Okay, and then I do the same then just for the other side. I just put a wee tiny bit in the crease. Just like that. Now obviously, you know, if you want to, you can, you know, sort of bring it round and sort of do like a sort of a pointed C shape, if you will. I don't usually do that because I find that sometimes whenever I do that, it kind of makes my eyes look a bit more sort of closed. So that's kind of, that's not, I usually just sort of leave that and just sort of put it on the outer crease. And then using my little angled shader brush again from Real Techniques, I'm just going to go back in and just sort of very softly blend that out, because I just sort of want to give it like a wee bit of definition there just in the corner. So I don't want to smooth it all the way across the eye. So again, I'm just blending that out. And same with the other eye. Just going back in, blending all that out. Very, very gently. Hoping you're seeing this okay. Now don't worry about any fallout in that there below, because we can always sort of clean that up after. So, and then lastly what I do is I go back in then with another brush, and again I'm just going to use the little flat side here of the actual brush that comes with the palette, because I think they're really, really handy brushes. I like them. And I'm just going to take a little bit of the very end colour there, which is called Strange. It's the lightest colour in the palette. And what I do is just put a wee drop onto the flat side of the brush, and I'm just going to go ahead here and just literally line along the eyebrow. So just all the way along, and I just kind of find that it highlights and just gives a wee bit of a definition, sort of just tidies up there a bit where I've lined. Today I'm actually using the Soap and Glory Archery pencil, which I find amazing. It's fantastic. If you're looking for a really good eyebrow pencil, do check it out, guys, because it's lovely. So again, just tidying this side up. And there we go. And I just sort of pull that down a wee bit just to sort of blend it in, and then just one more time, then just sort of going over them with my little angled blender. I definitely highly recommend the Real Techniques brushes. I can't speak today at all. Right, so after I've done that, get my other little mirror here. I'm just going to go back in and just very, very, very gently with a baby wipe, just sort of tidy that up. And then what I usually do is get a little dab of concealer, if I can find it. Let's have a look. Here we go. So usually just get a little tiny dab of concealer, and I'll just run that along the end. This is a Soap and Glory concealer, and I just sort of find it helps to sort of sharpen up and tidy up any edges and any sort of fallout from the shadows. Okay. Now usually I would put a liner on. I'm not going to do that today, but what I am going to do is I'm going to do a first impressions of the Wild Mega Volumizing Mascara here by Max Factor. So I bought it a couple of days ago in Tesco's. I think it was about £6.99 from memory, around about the sort of £6-7 mark. thought I would give it a wee go. It looks very much like the Rimmel Scandalise in the packaging, so we shall see how that goes. So I'm just going to very, very quickly here curl my lashes. Because I'm for work today, see, I just don't want to put on the liner. I just kind of find it a wee bit sort of too heavy for work. But obviously if you're a liner kind of gal, go right in. Okay, so let's see how this one is. Wild Mega Volume. Okay. Well, the brush, there's the brush there. It's kind of like, I actually think this stuff's quite gloopy looking. It's kind of like a little sort of fat and thin kind of brush. If you can sort of see that okay. So I'll just go on in and see how we get on here. Well, considering that the product actually looks quite clippy on the brush, it's gone onto the lash really, really, really well. I thought it would have looked a lot more clumpier, but it doesn't. Quite like that. That's the first coat. Don't know if you can sort of see the difference. It's actually quite good. It's actually really, really good. And the second coat. Or sorry, the second eye. I should have said not the second coat. The second eye. Yeah. I think that looks quite good. I'm just now going to do the bottom lashes. I always sort of pull a really weird face when I'm doing that. Alright. I have to really hold my wee mirror up here just to see. Okay. So that's coat number 1. Hopefully you can see that okay. And I'll just go in very quickly now just with a wee second coat and sort of see how that does. Okay. Again, it looks a lot more glippier on the brush actually than it does whenever it goes onto the eye. But there we go. Yeah, I kind of like that. So that's it. That is the Max Factor Wild Mega Volume Volumizing Mascara. You can pick it up obviously in drugstores, Tesco's, wherever. Wherever sells Max Factor, that's where you're going to find it. I quite like it, I have to say, for sort of the £6 mark. I think it's really quite good. It's nice, it sort of adds a nice bit of length and a nice bit of volume as well too. So yeah, I have to say that's a winner. So there you go guys, that's my very, very simple Urban Decay tutorial. One of my favourite looks that I just like it for every day. Yes, I just don't think it's too heavy or whatever. I just think it's a very simple look. It's very easy and effective, and I just think it brightens up my eyes. So I hope you guys liked it, and if you have the Naked 3 palette or even one of the dupes that's available, by all means give it a go. And if you do, take some pictures and let me see, because I love to see new looks and stuff like that there. Or if you have a look too using one of these palettes, again, you know, feel free to link it in the comments below if you've done a wee tutorial or something like that there. Don't forget to head over to confettiandcurves.com to check out my blog. I'm there pretty much every day, and as well as that there, Oh, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button wherever that may be to make my day, and hang around and you can see some more videos. If you like this tutorial and you want to see some more, or if there's any other particular looks that you want to see as well too, by all means let me know and I will be more than happy to give them a go, guys. So thank you so much indeed for watching my little tutorial and first impressions. Hope you guys liked it and have a great week, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye.